thicker the pie, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Mean I'm a buy, now listen no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The mad, man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around, just a little Merlin. Out the cutie. Now I don't give a.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Twisting away, and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his first look is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The best name in the NFL, Barkevious Mingo. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the INT, it's Allen. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
From midfield, here's Allen. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On play action, Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Wilson. Runs through the contact to the right side, and he's got more complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Tempo, tempo. Hey, over here, over here.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 in excellent field position here. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
To the air, Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 11. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They run it with Carson, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket, and that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's taken on the 25. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Detroit!
Allen now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
95.
Now it's Carson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
14. Done. 4 down. Reload.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. This is Carson. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go. Come on, tempo.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now the rookie first rounder from San Diego State. It's Rashad Penny. And he stopped immediately there. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
Go get it, baby.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wilson on second down. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 23 yards on the play. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Oh, nice move. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Detroit! Detroit!
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, 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 gun.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 50. Go, 14.
On 2nd down, Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Wilson dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Tempo.
On third down, Wilson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? And we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, here's Wilson. And Dixon over the middle. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Chicago. Returnable for Lockett. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He leads this one for Howard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Defensively, the tackle by Cam Chancellor.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now Cohen. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
No. Check. Patriot.
Trying to punch it in with Powers. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Wilson now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the tight end, Dixon, left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right underneath to Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Tempo. Bang out. Bam.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Wilson to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing now is Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of a wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
You want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder.